Welcome, and today we are going to be talking about Poke. And one thing that's cool about Poke is that his energy is like a vortex where he pulls people, places, things, life experiences towards him. And he doesn't have to go out of his way to go and make those things happen, they just come towards him. And from there, it's for him to decide if he wants to participate in it or not. And just because it came towards him, it doesn't mean it's the only opportunity that's going to be coming towards him like it. So he doesn't have to pick the first one. And if it never comes again, then maybe it just wasn't meant to be. So he has the choice as options come to him. He doesn't have to go out there and grab them. So how is he going to be able to make decisions that are correct for himself? Well, he really has this capability of having these grunts or baby like sounds that are going to help him identify what's correct for him, like, ooh. Or maybe he's like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. So, like, he really should listen to those moments of his energy. Like, even when he's listening to someone or something and he's going, like, mm hmm, that's him listening to his own internal sound that is correct for him. Now, if he says something like or then that's just not right for him. He could also physically just be repulsed by something or like step away from something when it steps towards him. So, his body could even close in on itself, like it just slumps in when he needs to make a decision. So, that is something that is correct for him. Being instantaneous in the moment is what is correct for him, and it's not correct for everybody. And that's something that he needs to really remember, because half of the world needs to take their time. And, well, talking about this over here, this is all about creating a mask in the times of when you're not really feeling it. So, like, putting on that mask because, people might make fun of the mask instead of the person that's truly on the inside, or like smiling when he really wants to like stab someone, or, avoiding certain people, places, or experiences just because he doesn't want to rock the boat. So, by not rocking the boat, he's probably going to be getting pretty frustrated. And when he also tries to take the time to try to prove himself, try to prove what? Prove that he is a nice person, try to prove that he can grow his environment, try to prove that he does have the answers. He's going to become quite frustrated, and he's going to try to go above and beyond when he's not even asked to. So he should really, really watch out for that. Right here, it's all about aloneness, and just because it's aloneness, it doesn't mean he's actually alone. It's just that maybe he thrives in that aloneness, and that is when he can care for his tribe. That's when his values can help him move forward in preservation of his tribe, help defend his tribe. Because the only way that Poke is going to be able to be the best version of himself is if he puts himself first. Now he is ambitious, he is a fighter, and that's for his tribe. That's for you, the people listening who watch Poke. This is what he does. This is like what he's meant to be here to do. He really does understand what is correct behavior for him. And sometimes it can be someone that is innocent, and sometimes it can be somebody that's extreme. But either way, it is a person who is very determined. And it's all wrapped up in this ball of love. So, let's just start putting some of that together. He is a person who possibly thrives in being alone, and he's a great listener, and being a great listener, it doesn't mean that you need to hoard all the things that you have heard. Sometimes that has to be externalized. But he really does know what's correct for himself, not only through the correct behavior of self, but like through knowing in the moment what is correct for him, what is correct for his tribe. Now, although he might have this extreme type of personality, he is also a person who can just sit there and be. You can be still in your approach. And when we're talking about this, this is about knowing what or how or where to go in order to get the resources that you need in order to succeed. You might be excited in the details that you talk about, or you might be a person who has a lot of ideas or insights. But what's correct for you is to make sure that it's proper timing, because it might fall on deaf ears, and once again, that will make you frustrated. Poke, you might be in this pressure sandwich where you feel like you physically have to grow your environment. Or you might have this pressure of like, I don't know what to think. Or what should I think about? Or you know exactly what to think about, and it's a million different things at once. You are a person who, if you don't have the answers, you're surely going to get the answers. And that eventually is going to possibly burn you out or just make you frustrated being the guy that has the answers. So, once again, what is correct for you? What answers are correct for you to, what questions are correct for you to answer? What I wanted to talk about as well was this Poke. In order for him to be successful, he needs a place where he can stumble and fall and correct things that need to be corrected, break it down again. He needs his space, he needs his time, he needs to be away from people. And that's the type of environment that he needs in order to thrive. And the type of people that he needs in his environment in order to thrive is those that are in his network. That sounds so terrible for me to say it that way, but people that will bring him opportunities. So he knows his brotherhood, his sisterhood are where the opportunities are at. And although he likes his time away and he needs his break from them, he really does understand that his network does bring his opportunities, and that that's who he is going to talk about the things that he wants to talk about to. And those people are who he's going to take care of. Those are the people who he's going to share his values with. And, you know, that is what I'm going to end with today. But just know that he is a very determined person who might be a little bit extreme. And we could talk about this in many different ways for many, many hours. But let's just stop it here. And thank you.